We are back. Season 4 of the Craft Beer Connoisseurs podcast. I'm Brett. Along with me is two other hosts and a producer. For those of you who are new to the podcast, we like to showcase breweries, their beers, and conclude every episode with a thematic-ish conversation. If you're a casual listener or a seasoned vet, you know what to expect. Producers continue to change short episodes, but the same old connoisseurs will continue to provide top-tier content every single episode. Please feel free to listen to all of our previous episodes and producer specials to get an insight into all of the breweries and beers we've mostly enjoyed. And whether you're new or returning, we are pleased to be your favorite craft beer podcast. Follow us on Instagram at Craft Beer Cons, send a friend request on Untappd, or subscribe on YouTube at Craft Beer Connoisseurs. Also drop a comment, like, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. Now, for today's episode. Welcome to the Craft Beer Connoisseurs. I'm Brett.
I'm Tyler, and along with us today is producer Nate.
Nate, what a mate.
Nate is a mate.
Right?
A mating.
Mm-hmm.
Or a nating.
A nating. I'm going to go with a nating. We have a nated him producer.
Ooh, okay.
Like that one?
There you go. What are we doing?
So, in today's episode, we're going to be reviewing Schooner St Brewing, which is located in Waterloo.
Waterloo, Ontario.
Yes, not Iowa.
You never know.
Yeah, it's true.
Could be in Iowa. Today, we're going to be having two of their beers. Not surprisingly, we tend to do that. The first one is Czech Yourself. I would have preferred it to say yourself.
Well, there's a funny thing we'll talk about later, how it's spelled wrong on Untappd. But
a funny thing.
Yes.
So Czech Yourself, which is a Czech Pilsner, not surprisingly again, with the second one being Motorboat, which is an oatmeal milk stout. We haven't really had an oatmeal milk stout on here, have we?
Or a beer named Motorboat.
There you go.
Yes. And to finish out the episode, we're going to be discussing our different memberships. All right, so Schooner Street is located at 200 Bathurst Drive in Waterloo, at the back of an industrial building, where the owners, Jody and Pat Schnarr, Mike Brown, not the one that we know, and Scott Willard.
I'm glad you pointed that out.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
He's a listener. It's fine.
He is a listener.
Who work in the front of the building for different companies because it's kind of a tech building.
Okay.
Now, of course, this brewery originated in a garage, which started as a small-scale hobby, but has now become a full-fledged operation.
Okay.
Which is kind of funny because even though they live on Schooner Crescent in Waterloo, the brewery name is Schooner Street.
All right.
And apparently Schooner Crescent was trademarked somewhere.
Oh.
I don't know where.
That's actually true?
No. No, they actually do live on Schooner Crescent. The trademark part isn't true.
That's what I'm
Okay.
That's what I'm getting at. You're okay.
Okay, just
Slow
make sure.
it down.
Gotta clarify it.
You're good.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. So now this business model is actually a little bit different. You know me and my business models.
So I figured this was a good one for you.
Yeah. Did they have a PowerPoint presentation?
No. It was more just a person talking.
I like that too. Kind of like what we do. So yeah, a little bit different than most. It is a members only private tap room. Accessible by invitation only through the week, looking at charging around $200 to $250. Yes. Wonder how they decide that. Is it like a flip a coin? Like today it's going to be $225?
I don't think they have a set amount yet. They're working on it.
Okay.
Because this is obviously brand new to the Ontario craft beer scene.
Sure. So yeah, $200 to $250 a month, which gives you access to specific hours, but would cover your beers, for that month. So it's kind of like a gym membership.
Yes, pretty much.
And
you may use it once, you may use it 15 times.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd use this one now more than my actual gym membership, but...
No, definitely interesting. Yeah. Okay.
As I said, it's a different business model.
Yeah.
Right?
Do we want to talk about that a little bit more, maybe a little bit later on? Or
Yeah, we
do
can
you want
definitely
to kind of like give our thoughts on that now? What would you like?
We'll talk about it later on.
Okay. Yeah. So think of this as paying for your tab kind of ahead of time, right? You want to go ahead, you're going to set your money forward, you're paying $250, whatever that looks like. And then they do have public hours as well. So public hours are on Saturdays. So yeah, it's just kind of a very distinctive niche little kind of intimate kind of experience.
Yes.
That you're only going to be really drinking with your members.
Yes.
Unless you go on Saturdays.
Think of it like a mug club. And that's only the people that are there.
A mug club on steroids.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
They also do have private bookings as well, which makes me kind of wonder that, like, if there's private bookings, then do I get discounted on my membership rate for those months because that would be potential me drinking time?
In terms of the conversations that I had with Jody and Pat, that wasn't really discussed.
Yeah.
It could be one of those things, if you're a member and then book out the private event, you may get like 50% off or
Yeah. But what I'm
something
saying
like
is if somebody books a private event for one full week, let's say like there's 7 different events and it takes up a full week, is my membership rate then prorated? Because I won't be able to go that week. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
And I think those are the kind of the nuances that they're going to have to work out.
That's what I'm saying. It's one of I should say the only brewery that I kind of aware of that is kind of trying this model. And it's a good way to raise capital at the very beginning to kind of get people in to kind of offset the cost of starting their own brewery.
I mean, and as they should, right? Like AGCL rules and dealing with smart service, you don't want to be over serving people. But then at the same time, like if I'm a member and I want my money's worth.
It's true.
You know, so if I'm going and I want to have like 5 or 6 beers and they're like, Tyler, we got to shut you down at 3 here.
Yes.
So,
or is it one of those things where if I'm a member, it's like a private golf course, right? Where like I'm a member, but I get to bring a guest, like one time per month or something like that.
Yeah, you're going in I'm on a logical thought process here, and you're just now talking about, well, can I bring guests now?
Right. Which is a logical thought process.
No. I'm talking about like how many beers can I possibly have before they shut me down?
That's also
right.
A logical thought.
I'm
going to go with 4 for you.
But that's just it, though, right?
Yeah.
So if
there's
it's
definitely a point.
Yeah,
for sure.
And you should.
Absolutely. So the beers are focused on quality and freshness, creating a variety of different styles to test out and kind of see what's going to stick long term. Okay.
Yep.
So obviously, there's a few beers that they've had, and we'll kind of get into that in a little bit. But kind of playing with different styles and seeing what hits, what doesn't hit, and then what doesn't hit, they never make again.
For sure. So I've never been. You went.
Yes.
You picked up the beers.
I did pick up the beers. Yes.
So do you want to talk a little bit about the space? I know you got some notes in here,
Yeah,
but
for sure.
I feel like you could probably talk about it.
Yeah. So it actually just happened to be their opening day. They just opened to the public. They've been open to the members for a little bit, but to the public for their first public opening day a few weeks ago. And myself was lucky enough because my wife decided she wanted to go because she likes opening days of things, whether it's like a Target or like a restaurant or a brewery. Big thing because you can only say that you've been to opening day.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah.
So nobody else here can say that.
Never went to opening day here.
Exactly, but I did.
That's great.
Okay.
So again. You've been to the place. What's the space look like?
I'm getting there. So obviously, it's little obviously tucked in the way at the back, and literally just has a sign that says Schooner Street, right, with the door. You're like, oh, what am I getting myself into? Okay.
Hopefully,
and then you open the door and you look inside, and it's like, oh, this is actually a pretty sick-looking place. Okay. Well, can you get some pinball machines? I believe there was Led Zeppelin was one of them.
Okay.
A couple other ones I can't remember.
Sure.
High up stools, beautiful bar with a view of the brewing system.
Okay.
Obviously, you get to see right away they do use on tap. They do have the big TV in terms of what they have on tap. Approach the bar. My wife and I each got a flight.
Okay.
Because why not? When you haven't been to a brewery before, might as well get a flight to see what all their
try
styles.
some out, for sure.
And then we kind of just sat there and chatted for a little bit with.
That is so cute.
Yeah,
that's adorable.
Oh, I didn't chat with my wife. I chatted with Jody and Pat.
Okay, and what did Jody and Pat have to say?
So they were giving me kind of the history in terms of how we previously mentioned they started in the garage and all that stuff.
Sure.
And then they're like, oh, we got some beers brewing in the brew system, right?
Yeah.
Tanks, right? So I was like, you want to come take a look?
Sure.
So, of course, being who I am,
yes,
a craft beer connoisseur,
yes,
I had to.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So, and we'll make sure that I'm pretty sure, actually, you've already seen those photos and videos on Instagram.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, they're there.
We'll have them up there.
Yeah, it'll be there.
For sure.
And, so they're just running through in terms of their styles, what they prefer to make, how long a Pilsner takes, how long a lager takes,
right,
how long their Sunday Fun Day, which is vanilla milkshake IPA, is taken, and kind
how
of
long
the different
does your
ingredients.
Sunday Fun Day take?
Huh?
How long does your Sunday Fun Day take?
Well, about I think it's about 15
that's
minutes
good.
to finish
That's good.
that.
Yeah, good job.
Okay.
That's nice. It was a good beer?
Yeah, very good beer.
Okay, good.
Producer Nate over there has had it before and didn't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, but we'll get into that.
Hey, Nate, just give me a thumbs up or thumbs down if it took you longer or shorter than the 3 minutes for your Sunday Fun Day.
He's unsure.
Unsure.
Yeah.
Okay.
He didn't close the rings on the Apple Watch.
Didn't check it.
Nope,
didn't check
didn't check
see if
that.
it was up or down. Well,
Anyway, so the Schooner Street has created 24 different beers with an average rating of 3.94 out of 5. Okay, so pretty up there in terms of beers and ratings.
So
and about 250 check-ins.
Yeah, so it's not too bad.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's talk about the beers that we've had then.
Oh, I was going to talk about how many beers you've had.
Yeah. Okay,
we're done. So
that's it.
So I've had 4 different beers, obviously within the flight that I had there, with the highest rated being the Sunday Funday, which is a vanilla milkshake IPA at 4.5.
Wow.
Yes, it was very good.
Okay.
Producer Nate also had Sunday Funday at those pizza guys in St. Jacobs.
Okay.
He rated it at 2.5.
There we go. So we have a disparity.
And I believe he had that out of the can.
Okay.
I had it on tap, so that could be where the discrepancy is in terms of freshness and things like that.
There you go. All right. So they're ours. I'll take this one.
Yes. I feel like I've done a lot of talking, so I feel like this is really good for you to do.
Thank you.
Yeah.
12 to 6 on Saturdays. Yeah, that's
correct.
it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's basically what they've got going on. They might make some changes because it is new, and so obviously they have to see how this business model is working out. Because again, this is more of a hobby and a business at the same time, but it's more of a hobby than it is a job. So we'll see what that looks like.
Friday nights eventually for the public as well.
So they're cracking into my specific members time. Before you know it, there's going to be no membership.
Yeah, for the members, what I've heard is
it's like an anytime fitness.
It's
they can buzz in.
I don't know if it's 24 hours a day. If you're really wanting a Sunday fun day at 3 a.m. on a Tuesday morning,
you're not.
I don't know if they're going to give it to you.
AGCO wouldn't let you.
Yeah, probably not.
Right? You got your times that you can only operate with.
So they have certain times that are. I wasn't privy to those times because I'm not a member. But I'm sure when you sign up for your membership, there you're given the set times that you would be allowed to be in there.
Very good.
Yes.
All right, let's you know what? We're here. There's no membership fee.
No.
So maybe we should go on and have our very first beer.
Yes, sir. A big shout out and thank you to Jody and Pat from Schooner Street.
Hey. Thanks, Jody and Pat.
For the beers,
big shout
tour, hospitality, everything else.
Hey.
This was a good day.
Hey. I love that. That's new. You tried that on? You tried that big? Okay. We appreciate it.
What am I trying on? A non-bearded face?
No, they come in with a hey, thanks.
Yo. Anyway, the first beer.
Yo. Speaking of yo.
Yes. The first beer we're going to have is Czech Yourself. However, on Untappd it is listed as Czech Yourself. Now, I haven't looked at a keyboard in a little bit, but if producer Nate would like to look at the keyboard, is Y near H?
Is Y near H? Yeah, it's crisscross.
Okay. Anyway, this is a Czech Pilsner. 5.2% ABV and the IBUs are unlisted.
You said 5.2 ABV?
Yes.
Okay, very good. All right, so this Czech Pilsner is very approachable. Hey. Malty, and it's a hoppy lager. So it's golden in color, or at least it should be, moderate in alcohol, and complex in flavor. I guess we'll find out about that. Mm-hmm. It's bitter, but in a rounded way, and never harsh. Okay, so that's how they describe it. They also say it's medium rich malt flavor hit the palate in unison with spicy floral and herbal sauce hops character. Mm-hmm. So let's see if that we get that.
I think we should try.
And we've had the sauce before, right?
Exactly. Right.
So
by all means, I should say, follow us on Instagram at Craft Beer Cons and on Untappd at Craft Beer Connoisseurs. The rating for Czech Yourself, or Yourself, whichever way you want to go, is 3.77 out of 5 and 11 check-ins at the time of recording, but 0 of our friends have checked it in.
That's good.
Yeah.
We're
really setting the tone here.
Yeah.
In terms of being the first one of our friends.
Well, let's tone set here.
Let's set the tone and do something.
All right.
My favorite line in this whole podcast.
Oh, thanks, man. You're not the only one. I heard somebody else say that too. Show it to Mark. Mark, show it to you. All right.
Not my brother.
Not your brother. Grab your glass and grab your can and let's open her up. Ooh, all right. Oh,
a little splash in the face. No.
God, they really fill them up these days, don't they?
You want to get all that 355.
You really do. In a can that I would love for you to describe in a bit.
Yes.
But
I'll get right on that.
What are we drinking out of here? What's the
Pilsner glass?
Okay.
Right. If you don't have a Pilsner glass, a pint glass would do. But I mean, if you should probably have a Pilsner glass. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. All right. So I'm getting light golden color.
Yes, I'm getting
as
that
they
same.
Said.
Yes. Right. Almost like it was described, which is good news.
True.
You always like a beer that comes out as described.
Yeah. Nice fluffy head on it, and a little bit of the fluffy head has reached my fluffy head.
Oh,
because I did get some good splash.
Yes, you did get a little. You were in the splash zone, weren't you?
I was in the splash zone.
Did you pay a fee for that?
No. No, that's a free
Free
one.
of charge.
Yeah, no, it's a good color. I like
this, yes.
that, and you can see through it. It's pretty good. You
On
know,
the
it's-
nose, nice and it's got that Christmas, that floralness. Yeah, no, I'm excited to put this down the old hatch and see what she tastes like.
It smells like a traditional Czech
Exactly,
Pilsner, right?
Yeah,
So like that's what I'm looking forward to.
Nothing off-putting yet.
Yet.
Right.
We'll see. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else really to add to that.
Might as well start drinking it, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, let's
go
do
ahead.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
You start drinking, let me know. Then I'll start drinking, I'll let you know.
Oh, that goes down. It could have been just because I was a little parched, but that goes actually down very nice. A little floral on the back notes, a little bit.
Okay.
But for the most part, yeah, I actually like that one.
Yeah, there is a lot of flavor to it.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
There's a lot of flavor to it, for sure.
It is light, but it's also clean. It's crisp. It's got exactly what you expect from a Czech or Pilsner. Sorry,
Yeah,
not a Czech lager. What's that?
Yeah, I'm getting some of the same sort of things. It is definitely it's refreshing as well. Like it's clean,
This is
as you said, right?
A beer that during the summertime you could check yourself into a few of these.
Czech Yourself.
Right?
I want to look up some information here. So,
What kind of information are you looking up? In the meantime, we're looking at the information.
You know, talk about the can. I'm going to see if I can find.
So
some
obviously, it's
information.
a yellow golden hue, almost kind of not as quite towards the style of beer, but I feel as though this just might be a kind of like a scenic view of Waterloo. That be right?
It could be.
Or Prague,
Yeah. Sure.
or somewhere else.
The Czech could be.
Oh yeah, Prague,
Yes.
Czech Republic.
Doesn't have to be Prague. Could be anywhere else.
It's true, but Prague is what you associate the Czech Republic with.
There you go.
It's not like it's a 6'9" picture of Zdeno Chara.
You know what? I was going to say I don't think he's Czech.
Oh, he's Slovakian, isn't he? Jaromir Jagr. There you go.
There you go. So yeah, the one thing I kind of want to look up with this is like, are you getting any of the birdie notes to it? Right, like I am getting that biscuity kind of feel to it at the beginning.
Yes.
And
It does tone off towards the end, but it is
yeah, and that's why I was trying to find like if there was a better way of just saying like biscuit, right? And come
I
up with
believe
something
the
that's a little bit-
preferred term would be biscuit, with an extra E on the end, like a T. Like if you're French, not Czech. I don't know. How do they say biscuit in Czech?
I'm sorry, everybody. Anyways,
This is the first beer. Wait till the second one.
It's true. No, there is some nice biscuity notes to it, and it is light. It is clean. I do want to go back because it does have several different flavor profiles to it. So, yeah, it's nice.
And speaking of those flavor profiles,
Yeah,
we should probably get into those, shouldn't we?
we should. Do you want me to start? Or do you want to start?
I'll start.
You've talked a lot. I'll start.
Actually, yeah.
You know-
I should just give the voice box a rest for a minute and a half.
All right.
If I could just tag somebody else in to kind of fill in for a minute, that'd be great.
Yeah,
Except nobody else is here, so.
you're still talking. All right. So, because this is a new brewery, members only, there are no flavor profiles with this. So we will take it upon ourselves and with our mate, Nate, come up with 5 flavor profiles. Number 1, light. You agree with that, Brett? You can talk. No, come on. Don't.
I'm joking with you,
Don't
of
give me
course.
the
No.
teller on this.
It's a bit of a difference if there was another person here. But maybe we'll see him eventually, right? But yeah, no, it's definitely drinks light. Definitely one that you could check yourself on. I've used that pun twice already, but into 2 or 3 of them that and it would go down nice and fresh.
Too straw-like.
Yeah, I'd say.
Yeah,
Maybe that earthy tone.
I was
a
going
little
to say
bit.
more, earthy side. I think that's kind of where that's going for sure. 3, we got crisp.
I'd put that as number 2 for me.
Yeah, I'm feeling it's pretty crisp.
Yep.
Number 4, clean.
Yeah, she's clean, all right.
Okay. 5, refreshing.
Oh, indeed. I think the straw-like or the biscuity, I'd kind of move down to 5 and have that light, crisp, clean, refreshing.
Yeah.
That's 1 through 4.
Yeah, I'd move. I'd put biscuity in there or biscuit. I'd put that in there. I also could see mouthfeel in here because of what it is. There is some mouthfeel going on there. Like,
Yeah, right. It makes you want to go back for another sip.
It sure does.
And that's what matters.
Yes.
And for a good sip, too. But there's been some other people that have had it.
Couple.
Only 11.
A couple, yeah.
11.
Yep.
But we found them. Two of them, at least.
Sure.
So you have the first one.
I do have the first one. The first one is Dave H. Handle is Diff. Stated bready, spicy, a touch fruity, but otherwise pretty crisp and clean. And they rated it a 3.75 out of 5.
I'm trying to figure out what he's meaning by the fruitiness in here.
Yeah?
I'll give it another swig just to see if I can get any.
Yeah, I'm not really picking up any fruit myself, but I get that.
Nate, you got any fruit over there?
Same thing with the
Picking
spice.
up any fruit? No.
Same with the spice.
What about the spice?
Yeah.
I'm getting a little bit on the back end, but nothing
There's not a whole
overpowering.
lot. No.
Yeah. So I have one.
You do?
Yeah.
You sure?
Or do you want to take this one too?
No, go ahead.
Okay. So this one comes from Mike, and his handle is Medway Bear. I wonder if it's the Mike Brown who owns the...
No, it could be.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just kidding. But anyway, he said, fairly standard Pilsner, but not too bad. Or not bad. Not bad.
Okay.
3 out of 5.
I mean...
There's no point. 3.0, I guess.
I guess if Mike is honest...
Yeah, it's true.
Giving it a 3 to 5 would be an honest rating. And
true.
the Mike Brown, Medway Bear,
Yeah.
the initials are the same. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not a detective.
Yeah.
All right, I will get started with our ratings on this one. I'm going to go ahead and give this... I'm going to give it 3.75. Very well done.
Yeah. I'm going to be right there with you.
Okay.
3.75. Producer Nate. Checkmate. See what I did there? 3.75.
Would have been better if you said check Nate.
Well. Damn it.
All right, so
I'll let you do the math on this one.
3.75 for producer Nate. That's going to give us an overall score of 3.75. Let's finish this one up and see if Brett can talk a little less with beer number 2. All right, the second beer is Motorboat, which is, as previously mentioned, a oatmeal milk stout, 5% ABV, and the IBUs, unsurprisingly, are unlisted.
Yes. So this one's going to have warm notes of coffee and chocolate alongside roasted barley and milk sugar, which is going to give the oatmeal milk stout its signature smoothness and flavor. A combination of fresh oats and lactose enhances the creaminess and balances the robust base of the dark malts, and the result is a deceptively light, velvety stout.
Oh, I like that. We're coming into a heavy stout season, so let's see how
Let's
that
have a light
one's going to taste. Yeah, let's start deceptively light. Yes. Let's start light and go from there. On Untapped, Motorboat has 17 check-ins with an average rating of 4.25 out of 5. So this one has a little bit more, almost double, getting close to it.
1.5 times.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
And again, unsurprisingly, 0 friends have checked this in again.
Yes. However, producer Nate coming in here, apparently 3 people have rated it 5 out of 5.
Wow.
But also to the 17 check-ins, it must mean that those other ratings are also pretty high if it's been a 4.25.
And how many beers did we say they had?
24.
They had 24 already, but they've been open for the members beforehand, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. I was just running the numbers in my head and saying, wait a second here. Brett had a flight.
Yes,
and didn't touch these ones on purpose, I would believe.
Look at you. Look at this guy.
Thanks.
It's also because both of them were off the tap, but they were still canned. And I was like, well, that makes sense.
Sure.
We'll take those.
All right. Well, we're hoping for big things with a 4.25 with limited check-ins, but let's see what that looks like. So let's grab that can, let's grab that glass, and let's open her up. Oh.
Yeah, open that up. Little splish splash. You were taking a bath?
Honestly, it got on me. Yeah, it got on me. I've been struck.
Yeah.
Just about to flush wound.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So we've opened her up.
We have done that.
What do you got?
Well, I got a beer in my glass.
Yes. A typical stout.
Yeah, typical stout.
Typical stout on the look,
have it in
right?
your pint glass. There's no real stout glass out there. So
I mean, we've had this conversation about stouts too. It's like it's very difficult to be like, oh, this one looks different, right? They all look the same.
You can have
for
it
the
in
most
tulip
part.
if you really want to.
I'm talking about the beer itself. They all look the exact same.
Yes,
They're all pretty well
dark.
dark.
Good scent on it though. Smell that.
Yeah, that's some nice deep roast on that. Are you getting any of the chocolate on the nose?
I'm getting some chocolate roasting malts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's gonna. I think this 4.25 is going to live up to the number.
Well, we'll find out.
Let's take a sip then.
I'm going to take a sip first.
Okay.
And then why don't you at this present time go ahead. I'm struggling here. Nate and I are flipping back and forth over
You want me to
here.
describe the can, don't you?
I do want you to have the can. You do that. I'm going to take a sip on this. And just so everybody is aware, we actually we pulled this one out when we were doing the first beer, so that way she could warm up a bit. And it is warming up in my hand, especially with it's conducive to the glassware, right?
Correct, yes. So the can itself, nice black background with the motorboat making the wake through the body of water. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Some would say it's waves. Some would say it's a wake. We're going to go with wake.
There you go.
Yeah. I've been told by producer Nate.
There. Yeah.
I've been woken
Get it right.
to the wake.
Go ahead. Take a sip.
Please.
Get in there, bud.
I will.
Let me know what you think. Okay, so I'm getting some chocolatey notes. I'm definitely getting that coffee. There's a deep roast, as I said. It is in the mouthful. When it said light, it is light. Like there's some good flavor to it, but it drinks fairly light. There's not like a creaminess to it too much. Like I believe we talked about it being fairly smooth. Was that velvety?
Yeah.
I'm not really getting that. It's more of a very light mouthfeel.
For me, the chocolate's kind of overpowering. There's not as much creaminess as what I expected.
Yeah, but that's what I speaking of that, like to the mouthfeel. Like I would have almost liked a little bit of a thickerness to it.
Yeah. But no, I still like it. Don't get me wrong. I think it's just I was kind of getting pumped up for the creaminess and that kind of lactose to take over, and maybe the oats in there. But I feel like it's maybe brought back a little bit, and the chocolate is more dominating.
Yeah, I know for sure. Like again, dark malts, I'm picking that up. Fresh oats, sure, but like the lactose and enhances the creaminess. If this is the enhanced creaminess, I would have almost worried that without any kind of lactose, it would have been, if you would, uber light. You know, I feel like they could have maybe to get again enhance that creaminess. I would have doubled up on the lactose. I would have thrown a little bit more in there to get me
especially
something
when it's
like
an oatmeal milk stout. Right.
And that's just it. Like I'm getting more of a oatmeal light chocolate stout.
Yeah.
Good flavor coming from those dark malts. Yeah.
No, I don't think it's not a terrible beer by any stretch of the imagination. It's just I think that creaminess and that lactose would enhance it a little more if it was more present. Right. But the body is still good. It's still got good components to it. It's just maybe missing that little bit. Right.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So maybe let's walk into the top 5 flavor profiles. Or I guess dive in more so because we're on a boat. Number 1, oatmeal.
Yeah, I mean oatmeal's in there. I wouldn't be my number 1.
No, I agree with that. Number 2, full.
It's okay. Again, with oatmeal being number 1, I would have thought that the oatmeal would have created more of that creaminess as well and enhanced that mouthfeel to it. So for me, it's not really full so much. Yeah.
I think it's lighter in some aspects.
Yeah, but it does have some good flavor profile to it. It's not exactly what it would have been marketed up to be in my head.
For sure. Number 3, dark.
So I'm just drinking there. So again, dark in flavor profile. There are the dark malts that make sense. It's there. There's the roastiness to it. You get that out of it. But it's supposed to at the same time drink light. So there's kind of like a yin-yang juxtaposition.
Oh, that old yin and the old yang, right? Number 4, soft.
When I think soft, I do think velvety. But I'm not getting that.
Yes, I agree. And number 5, smooth.
Could have been smoother.
I do agree that this goes down smooth.
Sure.
It just obviously could have been smoother. Like I think number 5 for smooth is kind of right where it needs to be. Producer Nate coming in with like chocolate, which definitely has to be in the top 5 for sure.
Yeah.
Mouthfeel.
Light on mouthfeel. I want it to have a more robust mouthfeel to it.
Roasty definitely also needs to be in the top 5. And he's also thinking like with a beer like this, you would think profiles like milky and creamy would fit this beer more. And that might more so come in as more people buy memberships to go and have their beers or go in during the public opening hours.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter if they sell 4,000 of them. I mean, it would have to be more milky and it would have to be more creamy, right? And
true.
to me, is this iteration is good. It's not overly milky and it's not overly creamy. So that's where I'm at. Is like, again, it doesn't mean this is a bad beer. It just, what it means is that I would like it to be just enhanced a bit more. Throw some more lactose into it. Get more of that creaminess from the oatmeal if you're using it, right? Like, kind of beef it up a bit. Give me a stronger mouthfeel. Get me some coating. Yep. I coat my mouth with that. Get it a little bit thicker.
Okay. All right. You told them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any thoughts on that or no?
No. I think you nailed it on the head.
Yeah,
sure.
so you agree with that,
I do,
right?
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. So Untapped users, Brett, you got the first one.
Yes, the first one's from Ben F, and his handle is Frey92. Fantastic oatmeal milk stout. Quite enjoyed this pickup. Rated at 4.75 out of 5.
Very good. The second one, Brian K. The handle is Brian Knipfel, if you will.
Yeah, I think we'll say that's how it is.
Yeah. Said amazing and rated it a 5 out of 5. Brett,
It would have been funny if he would have said amazing and rated it a 2.
yeah, would have been hilarious.
Yeah, right. But I'll start with the ratings.
Please.
Won't be a 5.
Okay.
But it's still a decent beer. But as we've kind of touched on it already, it's just missing a couple components to get that rating a little higher. I'm going to give it a 3.5.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, so for myself, I think it's a good beer, but being an oatmeal milk stout and what it is, it doesn't live up to what it says it's supposed to be. So I'm going to come in at a 3.25 on this. Again, if you just label this as just like a very kind of like light stout, perfectly fine. But I'm really looking for some of that oomph in it. Producer, going to give it a 3.25.
Good job, Nate. Good job giving that 3.25.
Brett, why don't you hit us with the overall score for the three of us?
Okay, so 3.25, 3.5, 3.3, 3, 3. Right?
Yeah.
We're going to run that down to a 3.25, though.
There you go.
Okay. So that concludes the review of Schooner Street and the beers provided for today's episode.
Brett, this is your episode. Why don't you go ahead and tell us what we're going to be discussing as we wrap
memberships. Can't wait, can you?
I can't wait. We'll be right back with our discussion on memberships.
So with Schooner Street being a kind of members-only place, if you will, for the most part, we should discuss what organizations we are members of or what organizations we'd like to belong to. So right now, what kind of memberships do we have? So, for example, I'll start. It's my episode, so I'll start.
Sure.
I do have a gym membership. Does it get used? Not a whole lot.
Okay.
Yeah. I do have a quote-unquote golf membership. It's indoors for the wintertime. But
it still counts.
It still counts,
which ties back to our thematic conversation on virtual reality.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm. So myself and a few of my ball buddies, we have memberships. Golf indoors and have a few birdie juices from Farm League every Tuesday. It's a fun time. You should join. Really, you should. It's a great time.
Yeah.
It's like live. You get a team score and single score, like myself, like a self score. If you will.
Personal
score would be something.
Individual.
Yeah, individual. Yeah,
individual group.
It's quite fun right now. So far I'm sitting tied for 16th. Anyway, out of 42.
16?
No, out of 42.
So who's the number one on your team? You don't have to say names, but like what's their ranking? Are you the highest ranked at 16?
I am not. No. Chad would be actually.
Oh really?
Yes, he's number I think 6 or 7.
What a boy, Chatty.
And then Scott would be probably mid like 13 or 14, and then it's a really a tie between I think actually almost tied now between myself. We'll say Alexander.
Okay.
And Aaron.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not going to give away their last names or their nicknames by any stretch of the imagination.
Sure.
Yeah, but so that's a good time.
Good. Glad you enjoyed it. What other memberships you got there? Or do you want to just do like that and then rotate through?
I'm also a member of the Canadian Associated for Supported Employment.
Okay.
I do attend their conference every year.
Yes.
So, that's a good time there. I believe, I don't know if I've re-upped it, but I was a member of the Stephenville Athletic Association for the past couple of years. I haven't used any of the benefits that come with it.
Yeah, I think you get like a free bingo card on bingo night or something if you remember or something.
And another one if I bring a canned item.
Wow.
Right?
That's 2 free cards. That's right.
Yeah, exactly. I do have a mug club at job site as well. And then also, have an Amazon Prime subscription. That's pretty cool.
Are we talking subscriptions?
Yeah,
Netflix.
Yeah,
Are subscriptions memberships now?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
This thing's just bleeding into their topics.
Yeah, you're right. But I believe that you have something that you like to talk about in terms of organizations or even like a subscription or something like that you have.
Yeah.
Because you're a big roller now with your new house.
Yeah. So I have a Costco member. Oh, you're not talking.
I have Costco membership too, actually. Yeah, I do.
Hard flex. Big deal.
Actually, my wife does. But still.
Yeah, Hard Flex got a Costco membership. Don't want to flex all up on everybody. It's basically my raise. People are using that raise. So.
Hey, people like the cheaper gas.
Yeah. Well,
And buying things in bulk.
there we go. We don't really have that here now anymore, but that's okay.
It's true. Longer drive.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, the typical Costco membership, the CAA memberships, with all the driving.
I have a Honda.
Sorry, was this
Like
your
CAA.
section
Yes,
or
go
was
ahead.
this my section? I'm just very confused.
Sorry, I've talked a lot, so I will let you talk.
You had your time. That was my time to shine.
You go, girl.
Thanks. Anyways, so beyond that, I do have a season ticket membership to the Brantford Bulldogs. So they relocated to Brantford. So it's been nice to kind of get out and watch some good OHL hockey. Unfortunately, the goaltenders for Brantford are basically two trampolines. And anything hits them, it comes off, and you get a nice, 10, 15-foot rebound, and the other team pockets it in the back of the net.
So their goals against average isn't low at all.
It's not low. It's pretty high, but no, I've been having a good time. It's been nice. I've been taking some buddies with me, and the rule is you come with me, you buy my beers, you don't pay for the ticket. Everybody enjoys their time and space. So no, it's been good.
Makes sense.
It's been good. Yeah, all my friends have gone.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, they have. Yeah, I haven't went yet.
I told you all my friends.
I mean,
have
also,
gone.
I'm watching other skating on Friday nights.
Figure skating. Good for you.
No, I'm watching my daughter skate, but still.
I know.
Well, I mean, go on ice, not really skate.
There you go.
Producer Nate.
Oh, you're okay. I'm done.
Do you have anything else?
No, not anymore.
No, please go ahead.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
This is how you want to roll. I have more to talk about, but you just want to run the show.
You're right. Well, he kind of was doing like
No, he's not doing nothing.
Yes, talk about me kind of deal.
Not
But we'll
doing.
continue to talk about you. It's fine.
It's all right. Well, go
okay.
ahead.
Go
Go ahead.
talk
Go
about
ahead.
Producer Nate?
Yep, sure.
Okay. So we're going to talk about Producer Nate, and then we'll recycle back to you.
Recycle?
Cycle back to you.
Oh my!
Reduce, reuse, recycle. I should probably reduce.
That's a Fifism. I haven't heard that one.
Should
in a
probably
while.
reduce my talking. Apparently.
Yeah.
Anyway, Producer Nate. He's a member of a local softball association.
Yes.
5 professional memberships to do with his.
I didn't get the
profession.
opportunity to talk about my professional memberships, but go ahead.
Yeah, we'll get there.
No.
You want to talk about it now?
No.
Okay. He does have a Sports Illustrated subscription.
You know why though?
The swimsuit issue.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a good issue. CAA. He's got one.
Don't point at me.
I think you have a CAA
You
membership.
don't hit me with finger guns.
You have a CAA membership, don't you?
Yeah, I said that.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
And IHG reward membership.
Okay.
Yes. Is it like I was thinking like the ING Direct guy there, actually. That's totally different.
ING Direct does not exist.
And it's Tangerine, I know.
Yeah, it hasn't existed for several years.
You're right.
It's like a
but the
decade.
commercial's still stuck in my head. The hands in your pockets, hands in your pockets.
Oh yeah? You want to talk about your hands in your pockets?
No, I don't.
Good.
Okay.
All right. What else do you have question-wise up there?
So is there
Sharpshooter?
any kind of memberships that you'd like to have in the future? Or any subscriptions, any organization memberships, etc., that you'd like to have? Eventually, when money is, not a problem. I'm
sorry to hear about that. I'm sorry to hear about
You know what I mean, where I can just go and fork $1,000 up for a golf membership. Like willy-nilly. Like it doesn't affect anything.
Oh, no. I mean, I just got finished talking about the Brantford Bulldogs membership. I understand. It's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
When you have a child,
I-
they take most of your money.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I think you've got a thief.
Yes. Yeah.
I think you got a thief.
Yeah, you're very accurate.
What was the name of that monkey in Aladdin that just went
I
around
honestly
stealing?
don't know.
Oh, okay, it's fine.
Yeah, I actually haven't watched a lot of the Will Smith version or the cartoon version.
That surprises me.
Yeah, I'm not
you have
an
a
Aladdin
kid.
fan, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah. Monsters Incorporated.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah. Anyway, Producer Nate's losing his mind over there.
So you want to go ahead with a golf membership?
Yes.
Now, is that like a specific golf course, or is like the membership for like a lot of the golf courses?
Yeah, like a golf membership would be good. Like where you can get, have golf within 20 courses or whatever.
Gotcha.
I'm not a person who likes to play the same course every time. I'll play the same course a few times a year, but not all the time.
Okay.
So, yourself.
Is that it?
Yeah.
I don't want to cut
pretty
you
much-
off.
That's pretty much it.
I don't.
That's all I really want in life. Maybe a few more Mug Club memberships, but I got one. That's fine.
Yeah, I think that'd be all right. I hear this Sports Illustrated subscription's pretty good.
Well, I'm pretty sure, like, once they're done reading it, he could probably just pass on to you, right?
I don't want it. I do not want it. Thank you.
Oh.
But no, thank you.
Oh.
Yeah, future memberships. I think a mug club would be nice to have at some point in time. Would be pretty good. But there's not like anything I can kind of be like, oh, this is like I'm dying to have this right now. I enjoy what I have. I do have a 3-year membership to that hockey franchise, so I'm kind of locked in on that. But yeah, nothing that I can kind of think of for any kind of like future subscriptions or memberships.
Okay. Now, not a beer up front all month long.
No,
okay.
Because I would have like a mug club or something, right?
Yeah.
Like if I do something, then that would be the avenue.
Percentage off kind of deal.
I would kind of go something like that, but no, there's not a whole lot out there that I can think of right now. I'm pretty content with what I have, and no, I'm enjoying it. So
that's good. Producer Nate looks to be kind of the same. He's pretty content. Might maybe update his Sports Illustrated subscription. I don't know.
He's locked in for a 10-year. I think it's a 10-year lifetime.
Good.
Could be one or the other. I don't know.
It's good to have that 10-year kind of. Apparently, 10-year deals are the thing these days. So
I don't know what that's referencing.
Yeah, I'm sure Ohtani will get a 10-year deal.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, probably somewhere.
Like 12-year deal and get like $6,000 billion.
Yeah, pretty much.
One thing I do want to mention in this section, if you don't mind, can I?
Yes, please go ahead.
Thank you. Did anybody have the Junior J's membership growing up? You might have missed out on that one.
I think I might have had it 1 year, but I'm pretty sure you had a lot more than I did.
Yeah, like I was a Junior J's member where you get the card, you get like there'd be like a book that would come out every month. You'd get like cards with it, like playing cards or like something else that they throw out, or you'd go to the game and they'd say like, "Are you a Junior J's member?" It was a really cool program.
You get to run the bases.
Actually, I think I still have some of their membership cards.
Oh, good.
That's just a little fun fact. That's all I got, Brett.
Yeah, good.
But thanks for letting me, throw something in and actually have an opportunity to talk.
Yes, I have taken over the episode a little bit, and I apologize for that. Next time, maybe it'll just be you doing it. One-man show.
If I had the voting power, it could be.
Yes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, actually, yeah.
Wrap it up.
Let's move on to our farewells.
All right, that's all for today's episode. Thanks again for listening. Keep on listening every other Thursday as Craft Beer Connoisseurs releases a new episode, and on our off Thursdays for a producer special.
And make sure to tell your friends, family, and your favorite mate or Nate. Whatever.
All right, so from all of this, and that guy Nate, I'm Tyler.
And I'm Brett, and together, we are the Craft Beer Connoisseurs.